I'm bigger and fucking broader than ever.
Oh my god, you're more Onion Knight.
I have become more Onion Knight, yeah. Also, I've got a little fucking, like, Thoth bird following me around.
And you've got like a VR helmet on your face.
I do, admittedly. Average VR player in the year 2462.
Tilfin's
I got
here.
I got that Little League baseball helmet going on. Hi, Tilfin. How's it going? A little
Meanwhile,
late to
I'm
the
over
party.
here. I'm looking normal.
I did win
Why does
Aspire.
Automod hate Neo so much?
Because they use the term like French.
It's not. Why is that not allowed?
Because Frenchy could be interpreted as a slur.
But it's only Neo. Like I don't remember what I was saying, but I'm pretty sure I was saying shit that like if Neo said it would have gone Automod last night.
I don't
remember what I was saying because I have no memory, but
I don't have many hours in this Monster Hunter. I've only just begun. Tilfin, since you're alive, do you want to play, or is this like a you had like fallen asleep and are now awake and are like, I deadass just woke up.
oh boy.
I can hop on. Well, hop-con, rather. You do look very much like a, like, Japanese RPG character. You look like you could be in a dot hack.
I do, kind of.
Because you got the face marks, you know?
Yeah.
Every dot hack has the face
Dot
marks.
hack loves the face marks. I gotta play the dot hacks. I'm pretty sure I bought that, like, bundle of them when it was on super cheap sale. All is one.
One is all. HopCon is the Bunny Girl conference. All the more reason for me to HopCon. True. Never beating the Chaser allegations, and you're clearly never beating the cis women either. Like, people sit there and they're just like, oh, you know, fucking, you know, LGBT people, too soft, too sensitive, and it's like they need to spend, like, one day in a Noid chat. Just people, like, borderline almost there calling each other slurs, like...
I don't want
what
to
is a
explain
chaser?
I don't want to
No. It's really simple. So a guy really likes trans women, and so he tries to pursue trans women, but it kind of is like not in a good way, because it's you're not like actively just like, you know what, I'm gonna look for a relationship with a trans woman. You're pursuant. You know? Like, you can be a chaser for other people. You could chase gays. You could chase straights. Like fetishizing? Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like those girls that are really into yaoi.
Yeah, kinda.
It's the Fujoshi thing, but like... for quote-unquote straight men. Welcome, Tilvin.
Tilvin has entered the hub.
I have arrived.
Do I send you the invoice now or after the stream? Whenever you want, buddy. It's not getting paid. Tilvin, look how round I am.
I saw.
Welcome back from being asleep, also.
Oh, thank you.
Did you have a hard day at work?
Unfortunately, the horrors continue to persist. It wasn't really a hard day at work. It was a very wet day at work.
I think those are in and of the same variety, you know.
Half the bag now waking up like after 6 p.m.
I get home and then like the powers of the nap take me. Like the warp just like calling my name.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
know.
hear the voices too?
I know. Nap.
All right, I gotta look at this thing real quick. Oh God, it doesn't make sense.
Gotta get this crust out of me by drinking water. Oh, I love water. I love drinking
Misty
water.
sends me this thing. It's like, oh yeah, here's like the important key quests for GU, and I'm just like, oh God, it's a whole other world to look at.
I'm certain that there are quite a few websites that make it look a lot easier. Oh, never mind. He linked Kiriniku. Never mind.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's like you look at it and you're just like, oh man, I got to adjust. Hold on, take me back to the times of the old days.
I mean, Kiriniku works.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, this looks alright. A lot of harvest tours, which sound boring.
Yeah.
That's what I should have been doing while I was quote unquote at work. I say quote unquote because it was extremely like fucking dead. Because I am now in a role where like at night they just put me on to like be the person other people ask questions about, and like if they need like higher level permissions to do something.
Oh, it
and
rocks.
not a single person asked me anything.
So you're hired to be an NPC.
Yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
Okay, so I have done.
Well, I'm an NPC who, if anybody wants to speak to a manager, I'm the one they get to yell at. So there is some liability. There is some liability to it. If other people fuck up, I have to deal with it. Or if someone is just mad about bills that we can't change, I have to deal with it.
Yeah, but then you just go, that's the life.
Yeah. I do that.
So, I have got the Desert Gourmand done. I have New Tenant done. I'm not sure if that one is on that list.
Probably is.
It is as an urgent, okay.
What am I doing?
I have Noise Violation. I have Malfiesto, or Malfestio, or Malfested, or whatever we want to call it.
I have New Tenant, but I don't have Desert Gourmand.
You have not done the Desert Gourmand?
I have not done the Desert Gourmand.
We can do the Nibble Snarf then. I remember we almost did that before, and then you carded.
it was that thing.
Yeah, we can try it.
Yeah, I have some actual armor now. Neo, what is
I love the name of that creature.
What is Weather's Day?
Nibble Snarf. I love him.
Oh, hold on. I should also look at my shit. Am I doing okay?
You're fine, honey.
Looking like it. Don't call me that.
Can I make...
I don't understand the Book of Combos. Do I need to just own them, or do I have to have them in my inventory?
I think you have to have them in your inventory because if you're doing item combinations in the village or in the hub or outside of a quest, then all the combo
Gotcha.
percentages happen like it's always 100% you're going to be able to craft stuff. But if you're out in the wild and you want to craft a potion, there's like the 95% chance you succeed and 5% chance that you don't. But if you have the book of combos, it becomes 100%.
Gotcha. Boss, where'd you disappear to?
Trying to pull words through my gourd. I apologize.
It's fine.
I did not have any hunter arts equipped.
Gotcha.
So I was going to go fix that.
Gotcha. All right.
I will look up that person later, Neo.
I've been exploring the bounds of hammering.
It was one of those that I quite enjoy the thought of. And I had used a couple of times in World. Especially because there's like the Astalos, which is not actually a hammer, it is an axe. Like, hey, yeah, you know what? I can get down for an axe instead.
A ham axe, yeah. Alright, let's not bung it up this time. God, I'm so wide.
You are him-shaped.
I will say one thing that I do miss from World is the like sliding down a hill if you just run.
Yeah, I missed that as soon as I got to the desert.
Certain things about the advancements do just feel nice. The multiplayer just working though is like, you know, incredible experience.
Yeah. Incredible how they had like near flawless multiplayer, then decided to bundle it up for like 2 games in a row.
And made it arguably worse.
Yeah. Not even arguably, it is worse.
Well, like, I like the idea of you can just be out in the environment, multiplayering, and then find a monster and be like, let's go kill that. But it's like, it's a solution to a problem that didn't exist.
Yeah, you can still have this and also have the experience of like going through an open world and deciding to hunt stuff on a whim with you and your hunter buddies doing hood shit with your hood rat friends.
Pickle is, I think, gonna be in like everything forever. It's too iconic at this point.
So long as he has this really cool belt as a layered armor.
It's like, I feel like Nergigante is gonna come back a bunch. It's just, it got too popular. Everybody wanted to fuck it.
I'm actually a really big fan of fighting Nergigante. He might be one of my favorites to fight.
I'm not adjusted to fighting this sort of enemy with this sort of weapon. I should have brought my sword.
Time to learn.
Pretty much. Get your experience in the field, as they say, you know?
Through the deep end with you. Chucks the child unceremoniously.
Fuck. No! I fucking barrel rolled into another dimension.
Well, you're safe.
Hi, I'm back. Whoa! Hi.
I was seeing someone say that they should add if they put Beast Beetlejuice into WoWs, they should just like have it be a secret, like don't put it in the patch notes, so it just their people's first knowledge of it is fucking getting dive bombed.
Somebody would just data mine it, unfortunately.
Yeah, but not everyone looks at those.
True.
Not everyone looks at the patch notes.
Also true.
So just myself.
Also true.
Speaking as somebody who does not look at patch notes for video games.
I love to look at patch notes, though, because you get some incredible sentences in there sometimes. Like, anything from Dwarf Fortress or, like, fucking RimWorld is a classic, obviously. But, like, also just, anytime that you see, like, a Baldur's Gate patch note, it's just like, yeah, that's fucking aces.
Look at patch notes for Warframe and Path of Exile.
Yeah. I look at them for Warframe and for Final Fantasy, mainly to know like what cool outfits are being added.
Or edited to be made gender neutral.
And also like what if they're making my buttons do more damage.
I thought you were gonna say making my buttons different colors because of how the weird double channel dyes work now, and sometimes it just dyes your buttons.
Man, getting like twin blades was not maybe the best idea for this guy. I'm spending most of this fight just chasing him around.
Same.
Well, that's most of us.
Yeah,
I'm
but
waiting for him to
I feel
go
like
underground so I can hit him with a sonic bomb.
Dick. I will post my creation in the respective food channels. Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Nah, I'm good. Very nice. Thank you, actually.
Hell yeah. I can almost say that it was intentional.
My positioning myself there kind of was. I was like, even if I get knocked into the air, it's fine, because I have, like, increased mounting. Not that it's, not that it's working.
Yeah, you haven't really done any air moves.
Yeah, the hammer doesn't really do that well. You gotta do, like, a weird
Are you
little...
on aerial?
Yeah, you gotta do, like, a weird little flip.
Yeah, if you dodge into them, then that sends you up in the air.
oh.
Horos was hating on my ass earlier. Yeah, Horo wasn't, you know, we're having a fight that was, like, almost slurs.
Almost?
Yeah, they were stopping themselves. I mean, the term Frenchie got used a few times, but...
French are alright.
Noid had to allow the term like gay ass boy or something.
Yeah, it was like gay ass bitch or something like that. Ow. Please, sir.
What? Dickhead. I should have stunned him.
Whee! Oh god, where the fuck am I? Okay, here I am.
Oh,
boy.
well.
Wait, what? We only had one?
What?
Only one what?
Oh, okay, never mind. It said I misread. I misunderstood something it said. I thought like it had failed the whole mission.
Sir,
Not
please.
sure you'd understand this. Neo, you exude nothing but tiny little guy energy. I don't know how else to tell you this, but there's no way with how you act, with how you speak, with how you are, that there's no way that you just like aren't 5 foot nothing.
Also, yeah, that's the new current thing, is being threatened with DMCA strikes.
Like, go ahead, just shoot me in the crib.
No.
If somebody can have the like Metal Gear Solid 2 codexes as actual DMCA, whatever the fuck, for like the past 10 or so years, then
Dude,
I don't know,
DMCA
just,
strikes
like,
are like the
stop me.
funniest thing on the planet. It's never the company that actually owns it.
oh shit. I really should not have been the one to mount this. My stamina is an all-time low.
Nah, don't worry, you're good.
I literally could not do anything about this.
Why is the crab angry?
It's always mad, man. Height doesn't matter, honestly. I mean, it doesn't matter most of the time. It matters in certain
when you want to get
things.
stuff off the top shelf.
It matters in both directions and sometimes, though. Like, sometimes you want a small person who can get in places easy, you know?
Do I die?
No. Oh my god, I fucking framed under it. That's incredible. Ow. Well, fair. Oh! You know what? Alright. I'm just gonna get down here nice and low, so that way hopefully I avoid being shot with the laser. Nope. He angled it.
Playing Lego Star Wars the other day.
Nice.
I think I've only played the Lego Star Wars games, not like any of the other Lego franchise games.
I've only played the ones for like the PlayStation 2 and like fucking what do you call it? Like the PlayStation 2 and like the 3DS. Also, this is not ideal. I am taking heat damage now.
Yep, cooling effect is worn off.
Go!
Oh, okay, sure. It can just be behind us.
Yep.
Thanks for the help.
Thanks for the help.
Yep. I have life powder.
Nice.
I have been using them.
I have anti-life powder. It's called dynamite.
A pipe bomb.
You use it to fish, but they don't like you to do that.
Yeah. Trying to formulate so many jokes that are not problematic for me. The man trying to keep us down.
The government telling me that... Big fish telling me that I'm not allowed to use dynamite. Woo. Big Tilf telling me I can't fish on his fucking streams. Not loving that.
We gotta carve up these dead dinosaurs while they're here.
Get raw meat.
Whoa!
Okay, punished for that.
Lol.
That still hits pretty hard, even though now they've got like actual armor on.
Oh yeah, the monsters in Monster Hunter in the earlier ones still will always hit hard.
And this is why I always feel vindicated and justified by never building a defense build.
Just out DPS.
Yeah, why would I die in 2 hits whenever I have maximized defense? Or I could maximize my attack, die in 2 hits anyway, but finish the quest in less than 20 minutes.
You bitch. I was gonna mount. Or try to, anyway.
I really need to remember that I have hunter arts.
Yeah.
Every single time that I like see an attack coming, like, oh, well, this is my fate. I cannot cancel out of this animation that I'm in. And like, wait, hang on a minute. absolute evasion there in the bottom right of my screen saying, "Hey, don't I look sexy and handsome tonight?" Like you do look like a drunken 5 a.m. booty call.
Jesus. Of all the people, you got it. I mean, I'm not mad. I'm just like, of course.
I was pressing the wrong button this entire time to stab him. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Can never describe anything ever again. Bidding starts at
Oh, we got it. Confusal.
$1 million.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, less DMCA strikes? No, strike me down. I need it.
Please, sir.
Like, just to remind me that I really shouldn't be doing this online streaming thing. Only poor sad schmucks such as myself should go back to the mines where we belong. And we should pick up an actual like trade and a skill.
I mean, you can do both. They're not mutually exclusive concepts.
No. You don't understand. Streamers are disgusting, awful creatures that are unable to function in a normal society.
I mean,
They don't know what 2 + 2 is. They're
Both
all
of these are
fucking
true.
idiots. Have you taken a look at Asmongold's room lately?
I haven't, but apparently he did get his house cleaned a little.
So what, did he get rid of the cockroaches in his cups, or?
I couldn't tell you, man. I haven't kept up. I just remember that he had the blood wall.
Strike and pin down. I said nothing about what it is that I desire. What is this projection, Neo? Also, are we really doing this on the Noid stream? I thought this was exclusively for whenever you come into my streams. I thought this was the fan service on my streams. What the hell, Neo?
Oh, it looks tired. Oh, I'm getting that Mexico vision.
I love it whenever it goes south of the border and it becomes sepia. I forget if they did that in Breaking Bad or not.
They did that in Breaking Bad in multiple different ways. It was worse in the Breaking Bad ripoff show, though. Which ironically was set south of the border. Sir, you bitch. Oh my god!
He's going for a third?
Yep, I'm dead. Sorry. That was my bad this time. I love Metastasis.
The Nibble Snarf.
The Nibble Snarf is the bane of our particular company.
Nibble Snarf.
Genuinely actually love this guy. I love his name.
I'm gonna
He looks
swap
like a
to my
giant
sword
flat
and then give
pancake.
it another go. Metastasis is so bad. It is genuinely like there's stuff like The Office where I think that The Office is like pretty not good, personally. But like it succeeded and it went 4 times longer than the original. But then you have stuff like Metastasis where it's like, this is just bad top down. like it's not good. Oh.
Do you either of you know the recipe for cool drink?
You can also just buy cool drink, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just money.
I mean, you
Yeah, but
can craft
if
it,
I can
but...
craft it, then I might, if I have stuff to craft it, you know.
You could also like claim a lot of your free DLC items.
Yeah, it does give you like a ton of those.
Like it maxes out all of your money, just like for free. I don't know what Capcom's thinking.
I think that they're thinking that we're re-releasing this game. People want to get back to high rank fast. Which I can get. I respect it.
Jeff Gamer followed you. But I didn't stream today. My stream's not on. How?
People still follow when you're offline if they see your content.
No. That's not correct. People don't see my content.
I've been getting followers on YouTube despite not posting. Like, if anything, I've been taught that I shouldn't post.
So you need to get like your week-long ban first. That's why I'm also amenable to the DMCA strikes. Because like this streamer was DMCA'd unfairly. Click here to learn who it was. Like, huh? Who? And it's like, oh, this little guy who's been at his grindstone for years upon end.
So metastasis,
Incredible visionary.
Shepard, is when you're metastasizing, it's like your cancer is spreading and etc. Right? Like it has metastasized to your bones. But like Metastasis in this case is a Breaking Bad ripoff show where they remade the show but with like a way worse budget and people that have no idea how to work a camera. Occasionally I do find some good shows that come out of like weird countries. Like, wait, was it Brazilian or was it Argentinian? Because if it's Argentinian, I'm gonna shit. That'd be incredible. I need to look it up. It's Brazilian. Okay, never mind. It's not Argentinian. I knew it was one of those two areas, but there was a show called 3% on Netflix that I enjoyed. Because it was just a low-budget, simple sci-fi premise show. And it was basically just like, the world has entered a destitute fucking dystopian hellscape, but 3% of the population get to live a utopian life, but they have to go through like a almost death game to get there. It's pretty good.
Yeah, sounds like a good time.
Listen, I don't know enough about the internal productions of Brazil and Argentina's television. I do know that there is like one Southeast Asian show where the concept is that the girl has been born with supernaturally dark skin. And it's just they put a young girl in grease paint and it looks like you think it looks. So that's fun.
They have different languages.
I know
Hey,
they
watch
have
this.
different
What
languages.
do you mean? They
but
they don't speak Spanish. Like, come on, it's all Spanish down there, ain't it?
That implies I remember
Watch
what
this.
the language of the production of the show was for a thing I watched, like, years ago. Like
and that we would be able to
2015.
discern what, like, Portuguese and Spanish sounds like whenever we speak neither of those languages.
The most that I can get from it is that Spanish sounds a little bit like French sometimes. You have crazy memory about other things? Yeah, but like the language that a show that I watched on Netflix when I was like 7 years younger is not gonna be one of those things. Especially because sometimes I would be like making food, and so I would change it from Spanish to English dub, and then I would change it back. Blah! Portuguese. Japanese, take your pick. You can pick your dubs and then you switch to your subs. There's kids younger than the message in the bag about a now defunct streaming platform. True. Big sword. Stop sneezing on me with your gills. You fucking sandworm bitch.
Don't talk to my son like this.
I'm not here to be Paul Atreides.
Beer is the mind chiller.
Simpsons would definitely say this.
Oh, I'm fucking mounting it.
You're getting up there, that's for sure.
Okay, thank God it hit me.
Oof.
Oh, I'm off.
I want to drink a beer.
Fucking stab it in the uvula.
I love
Reaching
that
for the dangling thing in the back of its throat. On it.
even
Yes,
when
sir,
I
yes, sir.
get hit into the air by one of you, I can just be like, no.
I should have bought some whetstones when I was back in camp.
Bah! Dick. Well, at least it didn't hit me that time.
Oh my god. Oh, okay.
Wow. That was fast. What occurred?
Damage.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fair.
I got like knocked back, and it did almost all my health, all the health I had left, and then he touched me again, I guess.
In a sneeze.
So, man, that has a bigger hitbox than you think it does.
Yeah, a little bit. Trying to remind myself, to, like, actively every now and then just be very normal about the DMC anime that's dropped a new teaser.
Yeah,
actually a little bit upset
the,
about the teaser.
the Evanescence AMV.
Yeah, but they also released like a 2-minute teaser.
Yeah, I watched
earlier
that
today.
one. That's like a almost spoiler.
It is a spoiler, and I don't like it. I wish that they didn't drop it.
It's a
I wish I didn't watch it.
It's like that was weird.
But I did notice that they brought back the strawberry milkshake from the first DMC anime,
Yep.
and then they've also like they have their own rendition of Bury the Light.
Yeah, that was weird.
That rules.
Also extremely strange was like the fact that he apparently can become Quicksilver. He pulls
Yeah.
like a time in a bottle moment.
Yeah.
Which, like, I'm not against. He does move insanely fast, but, you know, like, very odd.
He does have like a. He does have. Am I misremembering this? Doesn't he have like a? I think he has like a time stop power in 3 or something.
Yep. Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Quicksilver, yeah.
Yeah. It's just weird to see it, like, used without any sort of anything.
It's also weird in the context that the anime is like pre DMC 3, but also is like an alternate
Yeah.
timeline sort of deal.
Like, DMC3
Yeah, I
stuff is
noticed that.
happening, but isn't.
I noticed that, like, yeah, like, Lady's there, but she's a cop now.
Stuff from the manga's in there, but the manga's like a prequel to a bunch of that, and same with the novel. Like,
Yeah.
It's a hodgepodge. It's a real fucking mess.
Which DMC is Devil May Cry DMC? That is the Ninja Theory DMC from 2016.
And there's stuff from that even in this. Like kind of the shape of the pendant.
No, the pendant shape is still DMC 3.
Isn't it like a big crystal usually though? Like, and in this it's like a little tiny like shard. That's like a
Nah,
It does look like a pretty sizable crystal in it.
it's pretty chunky in the anime as well. It also has the
there we
same
go.
shape as in the DMC 3. Oh shot, that's from 2016? It's from 2016, dude. I hate to tell you this, but the march of time is incessant, and Breath of the Wild is 7 years old.
They got a subquest done somehow.
Yep. Usually, mounting twice is a subquest.
It's like sex.
From 2013, my bad. 2013, 2016, still 3 related. Who knows?
It's actually like worse.
My bad. It's older. I'm sorry, Neo. I'm so incredibly sorry that I'm getting actually again. Can I ban you?
I can ban him.
I thought you said a different word there for a second.
I could go see if there's any health left in the box.
There it is.
Do you ever see do you ever see any of the movie Megalopolis?
You're asking me if I've watched the movie?
There's a clip from it because it's an absolutely atrocious film. Where one of the characters goes to like visit their grandfather, and their grandfather's lying in bed like on the verge of death, and it looks like he just has like a huge erection, and he just goes like, "What do you think of this boner?" And then the guy comes closer, and he removes the blanket to reveal a tiny little toy bow, and then shoots the guy's like partner in the chest and kills her. And all I can think of for that now is just like just anytime I'm playing a game with like a weapon that is a large sword or a bow or etc., I'm just like, what do you think of this boner? And then kills you.
That's almost an Adam Sandler bit.
It is, and it would shock you to be told that this was made by a veteran, like artistic minded director, but you know, such is the life. It was given to us by the guy that gave us Bram Stoker's Dracula starring Keanu Reeves. So
What, you're saying that artists can't be into dick jokes?
I'm just saying that I think it's an insane sentence to put in your film. But again, this is
How many piss jokes has Hideo Kojima made in his games?
oh dude, Kojima's another creature though. Like like their thing saying that they're like 70% made out of movies is truer by the day. Oh. Go suck down some juice. I'm glad Kojima is allowed to just be completely unrepentant and insane at this point, like, because I thought that it couldn't possibly get worse than, like, Mario and his Princess Peach, but, like, Death Stranding 2 looks like it's gonna be way dumber, and I love it. Like, the fact that there was so much to do in Death Stranding that was about the implicit knowledge of the 3 states of the soul in Egyptian mythology is fucking insane, that they expected anyone at all to ever know anything about that.
I was just looking forward to walking simulator with themes of reconstruction of a society.
The themes of achieving a society built upon gun. I have no idea what the fastest way back to this guy is.
I just walk from one camp to.
Like, ah, fuck. Oh, wait, nope, it's back. Never mind. I was really concerned that the paintball wore off and I was gonna lose it. Did you see, like, he is just... Like, he is unable to leave Metal Gear. It does not stop living in his mind with the new Death Stranding trailers.
No.
The fucking...
Well, I know that, like, one of the characters that was shown in the Death Stranding 2
he's just
was,
Solid Snake.
well, I thought that was, like, one of his other characters. I know that Hideo Kojima has gone on record multiple times saying that Running Man was his favorite character that he has ever created.
There was a guy who got announced recently as being a character in Death Stranding. Oh, fuck. Who, in a previous tweet, like 4 years ago, Kojima was like, oh, this guy, if we were doing Metal Gear Solid today, would have been the perfect Solid Snake. And now that guy shows up in Death Stranding 2 as a soldier with a headband on. And his whole thing is, like, making, like, a military force that, like, it defies borders. And I'm like, this is just Solid Snake. This is just Big Boss again. We're just doing it again. And then you see a big robot in the slime at one point. Just, like, in the ooze. And it just is the fucking Rex head. Like, he cannot escape it. He has to continue doing it forever. It's just like putting fucking Meryl in Metal Gear when they were in Police Knots. Or the Doctor continuing to be in, like, every single Kojima game, despite the fact that they were, like, originally in, like, Snatcher. The guy just has multiple OCs and continues to be like, I'm just gonna put them back.
If it keeps working.
You know what it really reminds me of? Oh, I'm back up, okay. It really reminds me of, the fucking guy that, it's not entering my brain right now, the guy that made Devilman. Because, like, every...
Go Nagai.
Yeah, fucking Go Nagai. Every Nagai series is just Devilman again. Like, if you go and read Violence Jack, you get to a point where they're like, oh yeah, this is Rio. And I'm like, oh. And it's like, oh yeah, and this is this lady. And it's like, that's just the other person from Devilman. And then you realize that the main character you've been following the whole time is just humanoid Devilman.
What the fuck? Why does that sonic bomb not work? I want a refund.
Oh, right.
I always just want to see who Kojima has tricked into being in his video game, too. Like, I know that Sam Lake is going to be there. He scanned Sam Lake's face recently.
Yeah, he now has Sam Lake's soul forever.
I mean, it's a fair trade-off, because I guarantee you that in, like, another Remedy game, Kojima is going to show up again. He's already shown up once. In the PlayStation exclusive DLC for Control, you do a thing that's, like, narrated by Hideo Kojima.
Huh.
I don't know. I don't know why. God, he's gone.
Yeah, he's back to 3.
Alright.
Can I swim in the water? No.
Oh, there's
What do you think this is? Monster Hunter
Swim.
4?
Yeah. I wish Swim comes back, man. It would be awful. I,
think, like,
hate it.
I think, like, the only Monster Hunter I had really tried before, like, Worlds was Try on the Wii, and I think it had Swim.
Speaking of Wii games, there's a Soul Calibur game on the Wii, and its guest character is Lloyd from Tales of Symphonia. And it's a hack and slash game.
his combo units is just like Devil May Cry.
It's not quite that good.
Don't worry, I'm being facetious here. I'm making fun of everyone who like says that any game with a combo is it's just like Devil May Cry, dude. Like, I'm going to reach their monitors and strangle them. I'm going to find them.
Build up your shit.
Yeah. If that I missed, I was going to be a little sad.
I should have brought barrels, but every time I bring barrels, I never use them.
The barrels are full of boys, anyways.
Nah, they changed. Now they're full of non-binaries.
Oh.
At least to my knowledge. That might have changed. I'm gonna grab whatever this is because I am selfish.
Ah, fuck.
Dude.
I was out of heals.
Dude.
It's fine. We got one more.
Yeah, he's almost dead.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, hi. True. But yeah, I think they changed their username to something else like a couple of years ago.
Oh, cool.
But I still think about Boy in the Barrel. The amount of people that I know that have either transitioned or been, like, a relatively non-binary person continues to grow, and I'm like, I don't know if this is, like, an I attract these people or what sort of situation. Because, like, Vince does drag. Boy in a Barrel changed their thing and then also became trans, like Magresta did. Which was wild.
But you know how
'cause
today is
Magresta's big thing
Trans
was a
Visibility
mustache.
Day, right?
No. I know, I'm not, dude, I don't know when, like, major holidays are.
I also did not know that today was Trans Visibility Day until today.
Well, there you go.
And I made a joke in my Dark Cloud stream, and I made a short of it and uploaded it, and I scheduled it to go up like a couple of days ago, right? And then the day of Trans Visibility Day, I said like, oh my gosh, Dark Cloud really did just give you hyper HRT and look into the camera and say trans rights. Oh my gosh, what a game. Way ahead of its time. And that short has gone up.
I love Dark Cloud. It's such a
Dark
fucking
Cloud
weird
good.
game. It's extremely unfinished. Ow. My human bones. Thank you.
I didn't mean to do that. I pressed the wrong button.
It happens to the best of us and the worst of us.
Usually you're to the worst, but
The communities you're in attract those people. True for Warhammer somehow. I swear to fucking Christ. I'm getting my fake cardio workout, fucking 28,000 steps here. Warhammer is fascists and trans people, and sometimes both. Pretty much.
so which one are you?
It's the furry problem. Where, like, you go into the community and you're just like, yeah, man, furries are great. And then you just see all the Nazis and you're like, How does this work?
I don't know. the ones that I encounter are like, hey, I'm a nuclear physicist.
The thing for Warhammer is the fascists that are also trans in Warhammer are the people who are like, well, a truly fascist state would be utilitarian in nature and thus would not persecute me. I'm like, I don't think that's how that's gonna work out, man. Just historically.
I also don't think the Imperium is utilitarian in anything they do.
The Imperium is utilitarian, except they're really bad at it. Because they're like, hey, man, you know what? We don't care what you are, largely speaking. Maybe that planet does. But the most of the Imperium doesn't care if you're trans. They just care if you're a warm body to feed into the grinder. I am gonna fucking kill this creature in real life. I'm gonna execute its code. It's getting removed from the game, man, if it goes between these places one more time.
A classic Monster Hunter experience.
Still don't know what I
There's
am.
some old heads just like giggling and laughing.
If you don't know what you are,
what a wonderful time.
That's fine. You don't need to know what you are. You just need to exist.
Yeah, you have up until I find you to figure it out.
When I enter the Argentine airspace, you better have an answer.
Whenever I land on Argentinian soil, you'd better make peace with whatever the hell it is you are.
It's like Santa Claus just being like, I demand an answer. Tell me your gender. If you can't tell me, I can't know if you're a good boy or girl. I'm non-binary. Santa just starts violently shaking you. Tell me.
Can't believe that NBs can't celebrate Christmas.
Good they, them. I mean, the Santa's like 1,000 years old. I wouldn't expect them to be up on that.
Unless he's like a fae, and then he like requires these rules to operate by. And it's like it genuinely is like he needs to know: are you a boy or a girl?
I need to know your birth sex. It doesn't matter otherwise. It's like a doctor. Like, listen, man. I don't care what you identify as. I want to know what to treat you with. I have seen a person legitimately try to argue that, like, having to disclose your birth sex to a doctor is transphobic. I'm like, no, they need to treat you differently. It also would be good to tell them if you're taking testosterone or something. Like, that can dramatically affect how your heart's working. Now, if your doctor says some weird transphobic shit, that's a different problem. I know that Rachel gets weird treatment occasionally for being a woman.
Why are you stuck in the air?
I climbed this tree.
Yeah, you can climb the tree.
Oh. Neat.
Good to know.
Oh, I love it whenever I drink water. I like drinking water. One of my favorite pastimes is drinking water. Who up drinking they water?
I've been drinking water, but I haven't been eating the granola
At
bars
Neo
I
in
brought
chat,
down.
are you drinking water? Specifically for you?
Yes.
I knew it.
That was a record nibble snarf kill. I doubt that.
What do you mean we killed that faster?
I think it might just be its size, maybe.
No, possibly.
Everything has to start with the record.
I think the literal only improvements that like World and Wild had over the multiplayer is the size of the lobbies.
Yeah. I'm still rooting for a 32-man Monster Hunter. It's never gonna happen. It would fucking fall apart at the seams. But could you imagine, like a full lobby just hunting down a fucking huge-ass monster? It'd be great. Just 30 dudes climbing Zora Magdaros or whatever.
I feel like if you get to like more than 6 people, it stops being like fun and structured and measured and paced and just kind of like a a Guild Wars 2 world boss where you just kind of sit and do DPS and
Yeah.
you can't really make sense of whatever the fuck's going on, and it's like
That's why it's got to be for big boys.
The world bosses are huge. They are big, and they still kind of fucking suck. Aren't there Monster Hunter MMOs? There's Monster Hunter Online, which kind of is an MMO, but it's structured very much the same as you know, normal Monster Hunter. But I think just like the lobbies are a little bit different to enable the MMO feel, kind of like Phantasy Star.
Fantasy Star.
There was that what was it called? A vow? No, not a vow. That's the Elder Scrolls like. There was like that like life service Monster Hunter clone.
Yep.
That existed and now is being.
I said
like,
good riddance
scrapped
to
for
that, and then
parts.
Tilfin got like sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking about Dauntless, I think, right?
Yeah.
Dauntless, I think that's it. Yeah.
Isn't there the other one that's the ripoff that's like Wild Hearts or something like that? That was in the like Humble Bundle recently.
Yeah. Wild Hearts, I think, was EA's take.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing something about that back in the day.
I had the DMC page open. I just look over and the DLC has an outfit called Neo Dante.
Yeah, it's the outfit where he has like a shredded black tight shirt and then like multiple straps on him.
Me when I'm strapped up.
And you can change the straps from black to red.
Why do you remember what
like?
this...
Because I'm normal about the Devil May Cry series. The series that is 30% of my personality. The one that because Shepard is 0% interested, and he hates me. He hates me. He has no interest in the Devil May Cry series, so he hates me. Because the Devil May Cry series is 30% of my personality.
He has some
I go into this
takes about these type of games.
30% lame? No, I'm more than 30% lame. The lame part is not the DMC part, but like a separate part from that. And my knee getting blown the fuck out is definitely gonna increase the lameness, but me like an actual literal percent.
Who was all part of hunting the owl? Did we all hunt the owl together? I forget.
I don't remember.
I don't remember there being an owl.
Okay. Well, prepare to hate life.
On it, sir. Already at it.
Is this in the desert?
No.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna put away my cool drink thing.
We're gonna go fight an owl.
Owls could be in the desert, I don't know.
There are desert owls. They're cute. They're like really small.
Ooh.
There's one that lives in burrowed out cactuses. Cacti.
Well, that's fun.
Cactorum.
Oh.
Meow.
I know this location. This was like the starting location in Monster Hunter 3.
the confidence wavering at the last second was fantastic.
Well, it wasn't my confidence wavering. I'm just preparing to hate life more.
Well, found and marked right away, huh?
Yeah, I kind of generally know where a lot of these monsters are at.
I really love the design of this. I'm not a big fan of most of the stuff that is acquired from it, unfortunately. It looks cool, but it's not my thing.
Fuck my stupid chud life. True.
Did it already drop a Shinoid?
No, those are the ants that are over there.
And
That were engorged on mushroom juice.
Ah!
The doomer percent is increasing in me.
The doomer person.
It comes in cycles.
That's my secret cap. I'm always doomed.
Just like more doom than some.
Get over there. Have fun with that.
Oh, I see.
Oh wow, cool owl. Inverts your controls.
Fucking.
I'm also inverted, but I was hoping I could have gotten
boy.
some damage in there in the interim.
The inversion means nothing to me.
I've been playing with inverted controls the entire time to prepare myself.
Oh. I've been playing with inverted controls for so long, they're normal to me now. The other one's weird. Dude.
Saw a post about somebody talking about like their control scheme before WASD was the recognized
God, yeah.
normal control scheme for shooters, and someone had like a pilot setup. Like, yeah, in order to strafe left and right, I was using like the pedals. Felt natural after a while.
I'm sure it did. You gotta really fucking hammer that shit. Oh, that flung me so far.
Hobby. He's just a little guy. Imagine playing with a longsword player.
Excuse me. Cease this. I really wanted to like the big katana, but I could never get actually anywhere decent.
I'm in trouble.
I'm in trouble.
I think I just have a personal vendetta against the longsword. Did my capture card just die?
Oh no.
Okay, cool. Sick.
Boy.
Using your stream to navigate myself.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm back.
My computer went to sleep, and now my windows are all on my other screen that is currently being taken up by the Switch, so I can no longer see chat.
That's incredible. Everybody's just having the weirdest problems.
So Neo, don't violate any TOS because I can't ban you.
Yeah, I said one message that I would actually like deleted.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about it.
What if
You threatened the
DMCA was
DMCA
Devil May Cry?
Devil May Cry abridged. Love that.
You
I
threatened
can't wait to
the-
get Devil May Cry abridged.
Devil May Cry
Whatever the
Abridged
hell that
is
means.
the new series, but then it flows into the old series and doesn't explain anything.
Well, the old series was like after DMC2,
That's what
before
I mean.
DMC3, but then this one's like just directly before DMC3 or during DMC3. We would have to do some extreme time shit, which blessedly Devil May Cry has not yet done.
No, what's Bayonetta?
And this is why Bayonetta is worse. Amongst other reasons.
Tilfin, did you play Bayo 3?
I only played the first Bayonetta because it's the only one that was available on PC.
Yeah.
And then I played all the way through. I tried to like it. I was like, eh. What if I were playing Devil May Cry instead?
What about Vanquish?
That's a shooter game, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's the shooter where you're like styling around.
You are actively punished for styling in that game. Like, not even a joke. Like, if you do the run-up kick thing, then you're too vulnerable to actually be able to hit stuff. So, like, whenever you do the cool slide kick stuff, people will kill you for it. Like, the enemies will end you for it. So it's like, it just becomes like a shooter game with a supposed style with all these mechanics that you can never use.
I couldn't get any good at it. I could never figure out how it plays. The only character action game I ever actually got any good with was DMC5. I've been terrible at every single one I've ever played my entire life until 5. And then 5 I was bad at until I went through like my second run through of the game.
Dude, it's actually incredible how DMC5 is a tutorial. And then we love it. Like, it is 20 missions of a tutorial, and then it's just somehow one of the best games ever created. And Capcom has tricked people into playing a 20 mission tutorial game.
Has great characters. Get to watch everybody be fucking weird and edgy.
It's cool. Unapologetically.
I do know some people that are a little annoyed that Dante swears in it.
Man, he only swears like one time.
He swears the least of everybody.
I'm actually surprised that Neo doesn't... Sorry, not
That
Neo.
Neo?
Nero
Neo.
doesn't swear more. They're off by like one letter, my bad.
He's very angry, but they just sat there and they were like, we can't make the voice of Ichigo Kurosaki say this in English.
Yeah, they can.
Yes, they can.
I'm pretty sure that Ichigo Kurosaki says more swears.
I genuinely believe that Ichigo is the kind of guy who, if it's like talking to an adult or a person he thinks is like more mature than him, he does not say any swears. But the second that he's like, I am on equal playing field with this guy, he's like, fuck you, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks.
Oh, I'm gonna
You
sleep.
fucking...
Bye.
Jump off my head?
Thank you. Like, Ichigo absolutely would be calling Renji just, like, the worst things that you could think of for the 90s.
Girl. You bonkai like a girl.
The problem with that is, depending on who that girl is, it might be really good.
Yeah, but this is like the 90s with Sandlot movie. If we're thinking of like awful insults for the boys to call each other in the 90s, and it's like you call them a girl, despite the fact that Hoikamundo is next, and like the strongest creature was like this small girl child that changes into a large girl child, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah. What was
Large
her
girl
name? Like
child.
Nell or something?
Or something like that.
I've misplaced this monster.
A large girl child, also sometimes referred to as an adult.
No. No, I meant large girl child. I'm pretty sure that she's not an adult whenever she becomes
I think
large.
they are an adult. I think that they're just immature, right?
Yeah, like that physically adult, mentally no. So
Well,
large
I
girl
think
child.
it's that they are an adult woman. They're just very dumb.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's been
Yeah, I don't either.
since like high school,
Because,
and even then I probably wasn't paying that much attention.
Because like they've been a hollow for a while. But like it gets into the elf territory of like our elf ages, like if they're like 100, like and they look like an adult human, do you have to treat them like an adult human, or are they not, etc.? Dude, where the fuck is this thing?
Good question.
It's thankfully not straight up like 1,000-year-old lowly dragon energy, but it's like right next to it. Yes, hello. I was born at a very young age.
I was Chinese.
I love that one so much, man.
Oh hey, I found the verb.
Oh, cool.
I don't know why, I just love a long
Paintballs,
time
I
ago,
think.
I was Chinese. It's like, I guess technically for like nationality, correct?
Like you're still correct, yeah. Like you were Chinese then, but you're still Chinese.
You might be ethnically, but you might not be nationally anymore.
Like yeah, you were a streamer. I mean, you still are, but you were a streamer once, yeah.
One of my favorite things is when you're talking about, like, just because it's come to mind because China is a common place for this. One of my favorite things is like when you're watching YouTube videos, they're like those completely random ones, and you find the videos and it's like expat in China, in Taiwan, in fucking Hong Kong, and whatever. And the guy's talking about like, oh, what it's like to be like an expatriate from your country, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, you mean an immigrant? But they never want to call themselves that, so they've come up with this other term.
Well, an expat is not the same as an immigrant.
But you're still immigrating to another country.
There's different connotations with that.
If I move
not really.
to Hong Kong, I am an immigrant. Like, I don't see the difference.
If you're trying to live in the country and become one of its citizens, then you are an immigrant. If you're just working in Hong Kong,
a lot of these guys are dudes
sure
who have gone to live there because they're like, oh, Western values aren't what I want anymore, and blah blah blah. Women here in, you know, China are more like a, and it's like, you're an immigrant, man. Like,
okay, yeah, that's yeah.
and they always call themselves expats instead. They're not like a guy who's working for like a tech consulting firm. It's always like a guy who's gone to open a bar or something like that. It's like when you see sovereign citizens. It's like, I'm sure that there are stateless people out there. You are not one of them.
Oh, nice. We killed it before I could die.
Azerither.
Okay. Let me see if I can fix my windows real quick.
Yeah, go do that. Yeah, I love falling down the rabbit hole of just like the weirdest dudes that you've ever seen videos. Like anytime I find those ones that are like, this sovereign citizen argues with a police officer for 45 minutes about whether or not he is a person or a corporation.
I don't know, I just find music videos and streamers on YouTube. I don't go down rabbit holes. I just like come back in from the great outside, and I do my best to forget that it exists. I curl up in a ball and I just sob.
It's the anthro-soc person in me where I'm just like, I need to be exposed to the weirdest cultures imaginable.
Yes, I love looking at fucking morons online. Yeah.
Well, they're not always dumb. Sometimes they have a good point, but most of them are stupid. This is correct. But you end up in, like, if you go down those rabbit holes far enough, you end up in, like, some truly, genuinely interesting places where you'll end up in, like, a thing talking about, like, the evolution of the hikikomori in Japan, or, like, beauty standards in Korea where they're talking about all the weird surgeries, and it's like, oh, yeah, this is kind of weird. This is neat.
Yeah, those would be pretty interesting. Like
Or
I've had
the woods
I've
people.
had a YouTube video saved in my watch later list where it's a like a 50-minute documentary on like living with a yakuza.
Yeah, see, that sounds fucking crazy.
What is it actually? And there was another one that I wanted to listen to where it's the American tongues, where they talk about the different American accents of the world, where it's also an hour-long documentary.
Yeah, I'm always fascinated by that sort of stuff. Because, like, even within certain, like, cities, you'll have different dialects. Like, New York is a mess. It's great. Meet some people in real life 90% of the time. It's generally not great. Dude, I used to be outside. You are aware of this. Like, I went to college. I know that it's 90% not great. But you also put yourself in a... Like, I am a genuine misanthrope. But you actively somehow put yourself in situations where you meet the most fucked up people. Like, you could simply just not associate with these humans.
I mean, a lot of these humans are like people Shepard has to work for or with, so like...
I don't know, he's told me about, like, the people he's gone to the houses of. And I'm like,
Okay, yeah,
I
those
simply would not. The guy at the farm was weird, but unfortunately, that's just you met a white nationalist. You happen to stumble into the guy in a Fight Club movie, like... But I think it is largely due to the places that you are working at also. Because it is places that don't require education and background checks.
I don't know, like the weird YouTube rabbit holes I end up on is where like either fucking 2-hour long as documentaries on something I'd never fucking heard about before, or like videos about bees.
Dude, bee videos are really depressing because you find out about like colony collapse disorder and shit like that.
I liked watching a video talking about how bees make a democracy on where to move next and how they navigate and try and find new places. Like, they've been able to confuse bees by putting like black paints and strips on like certain landmarks, because that's generally how they can measure distance and gauge where it is that they're at. Then also, like, a few other things about bees that I wanted to think about. There's also like this other guy that is, I think they were either Polish or Russian. I couldn't remember, but they were really into beekeeping and very passionate about beekeeping in plastic bottles.
Pasta. Please observe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the pig head.
I didn't know about that. I really like that it just makes you look like a big boar man.
The hat. I was looking at the helmet for the owl. Looks pretty crazy too.
I think
But it's not like that though.
the Malfestio ones are all like Arabic inspired designs. All right.
Where's Nebraska? You don't need to worry about that. It's just like west.
Okay, but I think he does need to kind of worry about it, considering Ohio.
No, he doesn't. Everyone can forget about Nebraska. It's one of those states that wants to be forgotten. They want nothing to do with nobody. They don't want nobody messing with them. It's like actual backwoods out there. Like, I think people have more helicopters than they do. No, that's Montana. Like, they're because Montana is so incredibly mountainous.
Correction.
There are more helicopters than there are cars.
I remember killing it. Oh yeah, okay, so it's just two separate quests that have that. Okay. So we've done Malfestio.
Yep.
Where's the other ones at in here? We've done new tenant, we've done noise violation. I should be able to just checklist these things, man. Operation Secure Specimen. That is to capture a Nargacuga. We could try this.
Oh, hell yeah.
The owners of the farm are looking to buy a second farm in Nebraska. That's weird. That's quite odd.
Things gray now?
Yeah, things are gray
It's
now.
the type of quest. Depending on the type of quest, will change the color of the tag.
Things
So
are
because
gray.
it's a capture mission, it's gray. But the other missions that we've been doing have been like just murder quests.
I see.
I think if we did like a gather mission, it would be green.
Are they gonna Shepard? What if they send you down to Nebraska to oversee the farm?
Noid
You quit.
I don't think that they would send
you-
him anywhere.
They send you down to settle the untamed wasteland of Nebraska.
Sure, man.
What do we find?
Nargacuga.
That's
Already?
that's the bad
Apparently.
one.
Yeah,
I like
he's
that
a
guy.
really cool
It's
like
it's
panther bat.
the bat cat lizard.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Karganuga. That's why we're back in not Asia. Because it's always used for, like, ninja sets. Sleepy.
Yeah.
Like, don't stay up too late.
Fuck you, I'll do what you tell me.
Insert guitar riff.
Yeah. That's the one. Wait, somebody spotted already?
Did we?
Like, I'm able to target lock onto it. We don't normally get to do that unless we've seen it.
No, I didn't even.
One of us just missed it.
If I, yeah, if I saw it, I did not notice.
Same.
Oh, Area 7. So it's probably in Area 4 for a little bit. Oh, what in the Sam Hill? What do you mean both those paintballs just didn't work?
Oh, there he is.
Slugma.
There we go. Yeah, my paintballs have been whiffing in the past as well. I get it. I did not click that, but sure, game. You do your thing. Ah!
You just put butter on pound cake? I wouldn't know. I don't eat pound cake.
I would say no. It is a cake. The closest thing to a cake you can put butter on is like...
Pancake.
Well, like a pancake, yeah, but like... I was gonna say, if we're gonna talk about like a cold served bread type, like a cornbread.
Cornbread's warm.
You can buy it cold. It can be served cold. You can cut yourself a cold slice of it and just eat it with some
Yeah,
butter.
but why would you do this to yourself?
I don't know, because it's like fucking 2:30 in the morning.
Just make it warm.
Sometimes I don't want to have to put things in a microwave, man.
But it's cornbread. It's worth it.
It's not worth it when I'm like on like a 5-minute stretch before I gotta go back to work because I previously had to go to the bathroom and I've used up most of my time in the bathroom making sure that I've gone to the bathroom. Don't need to go to the bathroom for another like 7 hours, etc. Holy shit.
Yep. That's a huge damage move.
But
That annihilates in G rank.
I would say that you mostly do not put butter on a pound cake. I mean,
I also don't really know what a pound cake is.
Like, if you want to, do whatever you want, man. Your heart's gonna be the thing that's looking at you. I can't judge on that front.
Yeah, the Australians got fairy bread.
True. I tried
Which
that
is
once. It's something.
White toast or any white bread, butter, and then like ice cream sprinkles.
Of which they have a... wow, that didn't hurt me? Okay. Of which they have a very
That was just a
specific
reposition, yeah.
name of it. I think they call theirs like hundreds and thousands or something. Man, I wish I had blades coming out of my arms.
I
Same.
feel like it would just be impractical.
It would be.
Who cares? It's cool.
I wish that I could retract my blades like Adam Jensen.
You never asked for that.
I was waiting, and I was like, am I going to have to be the one that says, I never asked for this? God, what a game. Oh, hi.
I genuinely enjoyed the Deus Ex Machinas from Square Enix.
They're not bad. They're kind of unfinished.
The first one I played quite a bit on my shit laptop whenever I was first getting into PCs.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
a shit laptop and it was like one of the few games that would run.
That was Smite for me with my laptops. Well, technically, if we want to be really specific, I used to play WoW and MapleStory on my laptops well before that, but
You don't have to earn actually yourself.
no, I do. Somebody's got to keep me honest.
Is it honesty or is it just a pedantic accuracy?
Those things can be the same.
Unless you're a fact checker and a reporter, I don't think it is.
Man, I still lament MapleStory just not being good at this point in its life. I would love to go back and do it again, but it is becoming pay to win. As
I
is
wish
the
I was
tradition.
a Ragnarok Online player.
Oh god.
Because I keep hearing things about like the way that they did like class systems where you start as like a level 0 peasant or whatever, and then you create your own like class or whatever. And it's like, hey, you know,
Ooh.
I kind of fuck with it honestly. How you could do like multi-class stuff and building a character. It's like,
Level 1 thug. Level 100 boss.
And noodles are your favorite? I've only ever had spaghetti noodles. The angel hair noodles. And also, of course, ramen, but like...
I'm me, and I find noodles to be weird and unsettling because they're very wet. I gotta work into it, you know?
I had a coworker once that didn't like rice because she said that it was like eating worms.
Rice?
Yeah.
I would not associate rice and worms. If anything, that's noodles.
Yeah, if there was going to be like some sort of weird analog for rice, I would have said baguettes, but like, even so, that's rice. Why would you say that about that?
I mean, I understand the not being super into rice thing, but like, I like rice texture and stuff a lot of the time, but I'm not a big fan of like rice itself. Again, something I'm trying to work on as I age. I don't think I'll ever escape it completely, but you know. Oh god.
Sorry, I'm out here like filling up my shield.
No, I get it.
Oh, this panther dude is gonna like stand there. Like, I'll sharpen.
I'm just gonna take that. Thank you. A mushroom? What the fuck?
A mushroom.
Mushroom.
Oh.
Oh, okay, there he goes. Off of the Grand Blue yonder.
Off to the
Also
Grand
known as
Blue
Area 7.
Fantasy.
I have never actually
Versus
played a Grand Blue.
Relinked. I played the fighting game for a bit. It was okay. They put out a skin recently for one of the characters, and it was just one of the guys in like the skimpiest outfit you've ever seen. So people were pretty happy about having that sort of thing where it's like, yeah, here's the women like scantily clad. Yeah, here's the dude also like that.
I definitely can't avoid seeing artwork of Grand Blue Fantasy Online.
I don't see it like almost ever.
I might actually know the skin that you're talking about. Like I know there's like a goth horror version of the main character. like evil horror.
Evil whore. It's like the evil angel guy got a thong skin in the fighting game.
How's his tail not broken?
Yeah, it's crazy, honestly.
Like it's stage 1 broken, but I feel like we've been doing some decent damage to it.
If anything, like, how's it all, like, frothing at the mouth at this point, but the tail's not pop? Excuse me? I went to do an attack, and it shifted, and it stopped my attack.
Yeah.
But, like, it did just, like, no gesture on either of our parts. It was the lamest thing that I've ever seen.
I'm right here. What do you mean the lamest thing you've ever seen is this thing?
Listen, I've seen plenty of lamer people.
Oh, lie to me more.
Listen, you didn't almost light your house on fire by lighting a bunch of sprinklers off in your house after, like, turning it into essentially gunpowder.
I feel like I've done worse.
Well, I'm in the house. For context, that was the guy that got Shepherd House arrested. I have a million weird little stories about that guy. He invited me over to his house, and we were watching Naruto in the basement because it was at like the Sages episodes, and then we were just playing Warhammer 40k Dawn of War.
Yeah.
And that was pretty good. And then, like, we got into having to be in the basement, or not the basement, the bedroom.
Please don't die, Pasta.
I have no health. I need to find.
I'm
Just
running
move out
so
of the
that
map.
way I don't die.
Yeah, just like run to the map.
These are not health.
Make sure Tofu dies on it.
I'm gonna go
I beat you to it.
where to find some
I'm doing a
help.
good job of doing it myself. I also don't think that like both of those should not have hit me, but like.
Oh, I think it's leaving. I need to make him more sleepy so I can get him in the trap, man. But he's so angry.
Yeah, it's a capture.
But he's so angry all the time. Like,
I forgot it's a capture.
it fucked off.
Where to fuck off to?
I don't know. It washed off its paint.
Oh, found it.
Oh, well, there you go. Converging. Get some sleep, Neo. As Shepard would
Get some
say,
sleep.
get some rest, big guy. Long day tomorrow. How much do you think we gotta beat on it before it gets sleepy?
I don't know. Genuinely, I'm at a loss for like measuring how much health many of these things have and
It's
for
tough.
how long these fights are gonna take. But I don't know. I just don't know.
Oof. My bones. I mean, I guess we do have like 3 traps worth of attempts.
Did you grab the easy trap and the trank bombs?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna sharpen though. I mean, I have 1 trap. I'm assuming everybody has a trap.
Yeah, I have a trap on me.
I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I picked up a trap actually.
My bones, my human bones.
Okay, while you continue your human bones, I'm gonna go out of like
human
orange sharpness
bones.
into normal sharpness. I can't wait to upgrade this sword to where it actually has sharpness.
Oh, that was a good hit to that, actually. Give me a little quick stun.
Dickhead. I feel like that shouldn't have hit.
Finally, I found a fucking herb.
Orb.
I got a couple of life powders.
I feel like
I
it's
can
starting
heal
to look a little dozy, but I could be mistaken. You bitch.
I normally judge whether or not it's capturable by whether it's limping or not when we're just trying to change.
That's a
zones.
good meanness as well. Dude, this tail is insane. Like, could I get up and not die, please? That'd be sick. I'm gonna leave for a second. Ew. God, that drinking sound effect is vile.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I have health.
He did not like that.
Yes, nestling. Like the thing that dogs do. And
Nestle.
birds do. No.
Like the company.
Very
that steals
specifically
your
not
water.
the company. The company that I boycott.
Steals,
These little
steals
these
your
little
water.
wildlife animals. Jaggies, I think they are.
Didn't you used to eat buttered noodles or think of somebody else? Probably somebody else. I ate like one thing of mac and cheese in my life and I hated it and never did it again.
Also, buttered noodles is a very poverty food. Very college kid food.
Yeah, but
just project to
I'm the
yourself
type
that.
of dude that would just eat like buttered bread. Like yesterday, I went upstairs at one point and I just went, yeah, you know what sounds good? 4 slices of unbuttered bread.
Hate mac and cheese? Can't believe that Neo is wrong again.
No, Neo and I are in solidarity with each other on this one.
No,
Hey,
Neil.
you said that you don't like mac and cheese. Saying that mac and cheese sucks
No.
is different. Saying mac and cheese is disgusting shit is different.
I feel like the only way for me to like a mac and cheese is if it was like 35% breadcrumb. Like just a crust of it, like it's like a fucking pie. Because it's got to
Yeah, oven
compensate
baked mac
for
and cheese is it hits different.
It's got to compensate for like so much of it just being sludge.
What mac and cheese are you eating that it's sludge?
Because like
Who's made this mac and cheese?
It's cheese and wet noodle. Like I don't. Like it's one of the reasons why gnocchi is like different to me, because gnocchi is like an orb. Well, it's not an orb, but you know what I mean. It's got like a tactile nature to it, and also gnocchi is allowed to be by the laws of pasta. Yeah, baby, we popped it.
Hey-o.
Yippee!
Oh fuck.
Oh, sick. And he
Oh.
left.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
3 cards.
I'll take it.
Like we're getting more tail than you could ever imagine, just like those Republican furries.
That image is so good, man. The thing is though, like I like gnocchi because gnocchi is legally allowed by the nature of pasta cookers to be like slightly fried in a pan to give it a texture, and so it's like you
I
can.
didn't know there were laws about food.
If you talk about putting like spaghetti in a frying pan, the Italians will kill you unless you are making a very specific type of spaghetti, which is allowed to be slightly burned to give it a texture. I forget the exact name, but it was. I think it's like Like literally, like something like murderer's spaghetti or something like that.
Oh, fuck me.
No.
Oh, damn. Can't with Siri anything new. Aren't you supposed to be in bed? Didn't you say you go to sleep? Are you a liar?
Neo returns solely out of spite.
Do you like to lie to people?
returns.
Do you just like to go online and say wrong things?
Neil likes to
Just-
go online and just post bad takes about food.
Okay, so this is the one I was thinking of. It is not murderer's spaghetti. It is assassin's spaghetti. And what it is you make a very thin, like, kind of chunky sauce and just put it on the bottom of a pan, and then you cook it in the sauce. So that way it mostly, like, absorbs in and evaporates, but then the spaghetti also cooks on the bottom of the pan to get, like, kind of crunchy. And it's like, that's the only one I've considered trying to eat, because I heard that it has crunch to it, and therefore implies texture. But I don't like tomato sauce, which is the big problem.
So just add in like Alfredo sauce.
Yeah, we'd have to work on it. There would be plans that would have to be done.
Like I think one of the great things that enabled my dad to just like start really liking pizza was the discovery that we could just order a pizza without marinara sauce.
Yeah.
Like we could just have a pizza that doesn't have red sauce. Like we could order a pizza with no sauce.
Just give me that cheese.
Or like the white sauce. Like there's so many other things that you can put onto a pizza.
Do we have... We could hunt Rathian instead. Just go for the kill. We could try it.
I want to hunt one specific thing. I think it's actually like a Macau. Like a 1-star Macau.
Do you want to just hunt a Macau right now?
Yeah.
Because it's apparently
like,
giving extra rewards right now.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
Oh my god. The smithy is yapping at me. No one will shut up.
Like the great Macau or like the tiny Macau?
Great Macau.
Great Macau. I'm gonna great Mac you.
Yeah, because I want 2 of its hides to upgrade my sword so I can increase sharpness. So I can actually hit for more than like twice.
Boot to the head then.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
The great mac and cheese.
You just don't like food.
Yeah, no, Neo and
You just don't like food. You don't like to eat. You don't like food. You don't like putting anything other than like dick in your mouth. And even then, you ask them to like make it like as tasteless as possible. Can you like can you just like not be flesh flavored real quick? Can you make your dick like a different texture? I kind of don't want to.
Can you not be flesh flavored, please? I would appreciate it. Sure, man. Let me get.
Also, I apologize if I sounded upset. I'm putting on like the streamer voice.
Yeah.
I actually don't care. It's like, huh. I have to work on like getting a Northern Lion making a bit voice.
I don't think he has a making a bit voice. I think he also just shouts at people.
He's not like constantly making bits throughout his entire stream. I thought that was his stream. That was his thing.
I mean, to a degree.
That was savage. If you thought that was savage, I got worse. Much to Neo's delight, I can go harder.
Oh, you missed the conversation you would have enjoyed, which was Noid and I last night bitching about trains and the lack of them.
Yeah.
And cars.
Okay, you had me in the first half, not gonna lie. You said bitching about trains that I was about to throw down.
We were basically shouting about how North America has been like perpetually devastated by the automotive
Big car.
industry, preventing any sort of Shinkansen-esque connection. And like
Yeah.
Shepard was like, "Hey, but we're getting those rail expansions." I'm like, "We've been getting them for 15 years."
Yeah, much like the old Native American expression of "I will consider it forever."
Oh, I went to the right. There we go. You know, the thing about the map being split into different areas hasn't bothered me as much as I thought it might this game, but then I just got like kicked back to the wrong screen.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah,
it's
it doesn't
annoying.
bother me until it bothers me.
Like, sometimes it's handy because you're like, I'm gonna get the fuck out away from this monster, but like, sometimes it's
More
just
often than
the more
not, it's just
frustrating
fucking
thing.
annoying.
What's really annoying is the monsters can sit in the area that's the loading zone. And so you try
Yeah.
to attack it and you just, like, teleport.
I was just sitting, waiting for the Macau to get out of
Oh god, it happened again.
the teleport zone, while he was summoning friends.
Or the fish, where Noid and I just spawned in, and it like is behind us somehow. Yeah. Neo was telling us that Argentina has a bullet train.
And buses.
Feels wrong. If anything, that's like the thing that China should be doing. I know they've been working on a lot of infrastructure for different countries. I think that they should, like, because they've been in fucking Africa for years now, trying to develop relations there like the way that the US used to. And I really think that, like, China should really be just going in and installing, like, a huge-ass bullet train system across multiple different nations.
When the US collapses, do you think we could, like, convince China to come build us, like, a real rail network?
I don't think that the US
It
is
depends
ever going to
on
collapse
who it
in
is that
a
we've sold it
meaningful
out
way.
to.
The US is going to collapse in the way that, like, Britain's collapsing. It's going to take, like, 400 years, and everybody's just going to point and go world power, and then you're going to go, like, buddy, I'm, like, 18th in mortality rates. I think that's one of the ones that's always crazy to me, is, like, the US is genuinely one of the better nations that you can live in, but then you're also just looking at it like, man, there are places that have less people and worse taxes. And yet they're, like, paying for, like, socialized healthcare. That's the one I'll never let go, because Canada only recently got socialized healthcare in terms of its, like, history. But it's, like, it's crazy that, like, anybody ever wants to get rid of it. It's a working system. It just kind of is like, you gotta wait sometimes. I mean, I would take living in, ooh, nice. Good job. I would take living in the US over, like, if they tried to, like, extradite me to, like, Russia.
I just asked my buddy Edward Snowden real quick.
I mean, he had a different set of circumstances than me.
You know, your site? Alright, bye Neo. Bye actually real for real.
Go to bed.
Go to bed.
If I see you again in the next 5 hours, I will bitch up a storm. I also forgot that you could like get palicos in this game.
Yeah, I
And,
grabbed
like-
2 palicos. I raised, well, this one's a loner. It's not one of the ones that I want to have for myself, but he starts off like a little bit better for my needs. And he's got a poison weapon for whenever I get out there, and just passively makes things sick.
I just needed the palico
Deviant
that
monsters.
like tempereds or
I don't know. They're just like, dude, these are fucking deviants. I gotta remember, you need to click on the yellow people from time to time.
like dragon type.
I don't think you can call them yellow people.
That's up there with
What are they gonna
Nick
do,
going,
stop
I
me?
like the white skins. I sent him that video recently because I was going through all of my fucking Twitch stuff to clean it out. And, like, I found the video of Nick saying, like, I prefer the white skins or something like that for Overwatch, and I just clipped it so I have it forever, and then sent it to him, and his response was just, like, 6 hours later, all caps, "No!"
Have we
Heading off to
seen
sleep when you're
something?
done eating, that's fair. You should probably not eat, like, right before you go to bed.
Let's see.
I mean, whenever I find Baelite ore, I'll be able to upgrade a sword.
Oh, fucking
be.
Baelite ore.
Oh shoot, I needed that for something else. Oh well.
If you don't get eaten alive by them, you can bring back their parts to make unique deviant equipment. Dude, I was listening to a video and there was Nick and Shepard in it, and it was before Fuck Nick ever got said. It was a real time to be alive.
Have we seen whatever a Siennatar is?
I don't know, dude.
No, we have not.
Okay, doke.
It's a giant crab.
Oh shit, giant crab.
Pretty sure. Giant enemy crab.
Giant enemy crab detected.
If I remember correctly. There's like 2 versions of it. There's like the daimyo crab, and then there's a different kind of crab. Sorry, yeah, Shogun Siennatar, and then like a daimyo version of it. But they're the little crab guys.
Cool.
It actually wasn't until this game that I realized that they actually had a face, because the only other game that they show up in is like on the 3DS and other mobile platforms, and they don't have a screen that allows you to see them. Like you just kind of have to hope that you're looking at the correct thing. But with the Switch, you can plug it up to a TV, a television, and use your eyes.
Use your eyes, people. Use your eyes. Special permit. Hunt of the day.
Woohoo.
Woohoo.
Which one is this?
Wrath.
Oh, man. Pretty fun.
I won't need to eat when I wake up this way. Just brew some coffee. I'm good to go to work. That's fucking crazy that that's how your body works, man.
I'm not sure that's how that works. Like, I read that.
Remember the
I was thinking,
burger
like,
I
I'm not
had
sure
last time you and Rachel and I went out for food? Yes, I do, because she's still mad about that day.
Yeah.
Dude, I need to go into the city and eat at my burger joint. It's been many years. I've had a overly priced artisanal burger.
There's a place I go to get like a fancied up grilled cheese. And it's like, you know what? I've tried to make it on my own and I can never quite make it the way they do, so I'll pay for it. I get like 75% of the way there. And that's fine, but sometimes you just want the real thing.
True.
Fucking every time I do a little jump and it's just the flip, it just gets me.
As much as I enjoy getting mounts and being able to perform crowd control in order to open up the monster like a can of worms at a therapy session, I couldn't deal with the aerial dodge no more. It's too long. It's like fat rolling in Dark Souls.
I like the loadout on this. I don't know what it is.
I'm pretty sure that if I were playing Greatsword, then
You've
I would
seen my
definitely be aerial
fancier grilled
greatswording.
cheese ever. What does this mean? Is that like gonna be like you cut up into the air and then like cut down them like it's an anime?
Did I not take a map? Why do I not see the map?
You might have not taken the map.
I can. It's only showing me the area I'm in.
Did you maybe depress your L?
No.
Okay, because sometimes if you press like the L thumbstick, you can like focus on the area you're in only.
Yeah,
but, yeah, I
can
think
do
you might
that,
have just
but...
neglected map.
Oh dear.
Mapu.
Oh well.
You know what kind of pisses me off? Whenever a game says
Cars.
L3 and streamer doesn't know what the fuck L3 is.
At this point, I think it's been enough years that most people should know.
Yeah, it's only been like, what, 26 years?
It's like getting there. It's been at least 20 at this point that the term L3's been around. Creature, where are you? La criatura.
¿Dónde estás?
I have no time for the duendes.
Oh, there she is.
Oh,
7.
you found it? Okay.
We still need to capture Nargacuga at some point, right? Like, that's one of the key
Yes.
quests.
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta go back to that.
Okay.
But I figured a good old murdering is more our style at the moment.
I think Nargi weapon is real good. Like, I think Nargi weapon is good enough to carry you into high rank.
I wouldn't be surprised. Sorry.
What?
I might need to
Yeah.
go to bed after this, though.
Yeah, I'd figured that this would probably be our last time. Whoa! That was bad in every way that was cool.
Speaking of burgers, I have been thinking, like, lately, like, it's been a while since I had, like, a good burger. I should, go hit up a...
Heretic
Place.
burger.
How does the charging bar work? Like, it's a
You mean-
bar that's filling, and then there's, like, a monster mouth that comes after me, and when it charges up, I
I just hammer
fall
the
off of
button,
it.
man.
That's what I'm doing.
If
Oh,
the face is red, then you can hold R to hold on, and it won't eat the bar as fast. But whenever it reaches the point of the blue bar, then you'll dismount, and you won't get the knockdown.
Okay. Okay, so that's... I see. That's good to know.
Yeah, there are a lot of monsters that will be very aggressive with trying to get you off.
Yeah, I remember in Worlds had that. You had, like, you had to, like, hold on at certain points to avoid getting, like, flung off, but it wasn't quite communicated the same way. Ow, I've been stepped on.
I know a few people who would be very aggressive in wanting to be getting taken off by these things.
I don't have antidotes.
That's not good.
I forgot what we were fighting, but I was like, well, there's an antidote in the glove in the box here, so I should probably grab one.
I had previously had to fight fucking, what's it called, like Gypseros or whatever, so I just have antidotes.
That was instant. I wasn't hit by it, but I saw it from a distance. Like, holy shit. That was the most instant, biggest move that she can possibly do. No tell on that.
At one point, I watched like a video that was like hunting Rathaloses through the like Monster Hunter games, and it's interesting to see just like how its moveset has like mostly just survived from the beginning up till like Worlds.
Yeah.
When
Same
you,
with a lot of the
when you knock it
monsters.
out, right? It just can only be refined. It's like Yakuza. You just keep the moveset. Like, why would you ever need to have another moveset than holds a big hammer and uses it in one of 3 attacks? Gestures at Elden Ring.
Yeah, I mean, true,
Like,
yeah, and
it's
it's like
still
well,
using the demon.
we're using the same monster. Might as well use the same moves. They work.
Like, the stray demon, the asylum demon, is still being used in the Tree Sentinels. Or whatever, the avatars, the Erdtree avatars.
Or 14, like reusing like the same like boss skeleton for so many different things. Although that's a bit different though.
Yeah, MMO, you can get by with that a lot easier.
I'm in danger.
I
Okay,
got
cool.
hit into the next sphere. Sure, man.
You think you can stun me in a way that matters? Don't you know that I used to play Smash competitively?
The things I've seen.
The things I've smelled.
Thankfully, I only went to one tournament, and the one tournament that I did go to, a dude was like trying to play Peach and do drop cancels, sucked at it, and then got his ass handed to me by just like a kid who liked to play Link. And then he spiked his controller on the ground, and I never went to another tournament ever again.
That's like the best, like, version of that, though. Like, that. You got to see a guy fucking rage out. It was completely and utterly futile, and saw wins. Like, that's great. That's the experience you want.
Yeah.
It's like one of the guys that I watch has been fucking experiencing D&D.
Yeah, let's go.
And his D&D experience has been like the D&D experience of all time, where it's his first one in years, like fucking like 20 years. Yeah, tail.
Yeah, fuck him up.
And he immediately got that guide, like instantly.
Ew.
Guy correcting the DM, talking over everybody, answering for the DM. Wants to play a changeling but doesn't want everybody to know it, so he's like hiding his sheet. All of that shit, just like everything right off the top, and he's getting this just first time, and then that guy rage quit.
Who was that guy? 'Cause I think
That's
I remember
Pat.
you told me about that. Oh, that's Pat.
Yeah, Pat's been talking about Jimmy.
Jimmy. Oh yeah, Yimpy. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah, Yimpy.
This overgrown, scaly chicken. Fuck off. I'm not paying good money for this. Do not walk on me like that.
I'm not a.
Oh fuck.
Oof. I'm not a Mikote girl on Belmont. Do not walk on me.
I think I need to get some better armor sometime.
Whoa!
Next time we play.
Through the building, man?
Real? Do I die? No. All right. I'm just right out of reach. As I sharpen and wait
Oh
for
my
her to,
god!
like,
Through
calm
the
down.
building in a different way.
Yeah. That's what I was expecting. Like just the building to become destroyed.
I think that they shot perfectly beneath the structure and hit me.
You can also probably loot the
Flying
remains
westbound.
of the building for stuff.
Did I get everything off of this? Yes, I did. Okay. Pad rolls fighting the Denver Broncos and then our friend betraying us and working me to death. Yeah, Shepard had a not good D&D experience. He literally got like sexually assaulted to death in game.
Nice.
Which, I mean, again, it's just the people that he hangs out with, sadly.
And then you
There's a
run into the
port.
unfortunate time of like you think you know a guy and then you play D&D with them. That has been my experience sometimes.
Rachel had a really bad experience with the D&D group when trying to be a player. And I was sitting there the whole time just like, this is very unfortunate and I'm very sorry that you've had to deal with this. I think that you should have taken it one step more intense. Which was, she was playing a, fucking, what are they called? Warforged. But they were like a doll person. They were like an automaton.
Oh yeah.
And their thing was like, look like automaton, be pretty, but then big weapon. So, you know, the good old aesthetic. And immediately one of the characters was like, cool, when everybody's resting, I'm gonna try to sexually assault them.
Of course.
And I was like, you should have let them try and then be like, your penis is torn apart by gears. Like, just leave on that. Leave on that alone. It's like, I respect that you just left and were like, I'm not dealing with this. I think you should have made it one step further and been like, you have no penis anymore. You are a eunuch. Because if you're gonna do that, like, I'm gonna make you suffer the consequences. Congratulations. I will describe in detail how your penis is shredded amongst my gears.
I mean, if the DM doesn't like immediately say like no,
yeah,
and then that is like that is your strike 1 and 2.
That group was a nightmare. That was a like session 0 I have left. I do not blame her one bit.
Yeah, I had a friend in college, like whenever I was going to scam college, who really liked the idea of playing D&D, but he never had the people to play with.
Yep.
It was like, okay, that's like that's the experience of all time.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, so okay, I'll help the guy play D&D. I'll do like I'll host a session for him. The very immediate first thing that he does as soon as like I allow him any sort of freedom, like after an intro tutorial battle, is that he chooses to like sexually assault every single character.
Jesus Christ, man! Like, it's such a fucking like ever-present thing that it's wild. It is strange that like everybody that wants to do D&D has that experience.
That is insane. That's like some like 3 different people have cut in chat right now or in call and like, yeah, that's happened.
Yeah, and like the fucked up part is that like I had known this guy for like close to
years,
like 6 or 7 months.
Oh.
And like I had a pretty good feel on him. I had a decent handle on him. I don't introduce people to D&D, like my favorite damn hobby, unless like I know them, and I don't play, like I haven't played a game of Dungeons and Dragons or hosted a game of Dungeons and Dragons in like over a decade.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
You looked at this guy and you were like, sure, get in, and then you were like, get out.
Yeah.
Like immediately him out of the moving car.
Like I hard stopped the session right there, and I said, no, I'm never playing Dungeons and Dragons with you ever again. Like, what? But that's what everybody else does. That's what all the people that I watch play D&D do.
That I watch play D&D? Excuse me?
Yeah.
Are they?
Because
how
he
are they
liked
not
watching
getting, like...
Critical Role and stuff.
Dude, but they
And
like
then
don't
I
rate
assume...
people on that show.
I know. So I assume that he was getting his kicks from like some other streamers or whatever. He's like, yeah, you know what? They allow people to just fuck each other.
I'm not even
say,
gonna
hey,
tell
yeah,
you
know
you
what?
can't have not safe for work D&D. That's up to you, man. I'm just gonna be like, just if a person's like, no, don't do this. Like, no, don't do this, maybe? I, as the DM, do not wish you to do this. I control this environment. What the fuck, man?
Like, generally, I have, like, only specifically, explicitly stated that I only have, like, one golden rule for D&D, and that's just, like, don't draw dicks on my map. Because I have had an unfortunate amount of people that are just like, oh, lol, dicks. The D&D, the dungeon master is talking. I'm not actively rolling. I need to stim myself. Draw dicks, draw dicks, draw dicks, draw dicks.
Yeah, no,
And it got to the point where I had to like stop sessions for like nearly an hour so that everybody could get the dick jokes out of their systems. Like, well, how do I stop this?
Given this was like a decade ago, hopefully that would be out of most people's system by now.
No, dicks are forever. Look at the Greek plays, where the classic Greek comedy bit is just pull out a gigantic wooden dick.
Yeah, but I mean,
the Greeks
like,
know that it's funny.
I mean, like, I think that like most 30-plus-year-olds would be able to contain it. Like, at least not drawing on the map.
Maybe.
Most, not all.
Maybe. You want to take that chance? you want to put money on it?
I always consider, but I'm like, I have too much shit that I do already, kind of thing. Always consider trying to get into the Warhammer role-playing books.
Yeah.
Because they have some interesting shit there. Like being a caster genuinely has like a threat to everybody forever.
Yeah, like Shadowrun 1st and 2nd edition, you can have burnout whenever you cast a spell. So if you cast a spell that's too powerful for you, like a too high force for something, then you can take actual damage. I thought that was neat. I also do have like I think it's a Dark Heresy.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah.
I have the Dark Heresy book.
There's a old green text story that I really love. It's a not even a crazy one. It's a very short one, where the guy basically was like, we were at the, you know, like midpoint of the campaign and whatever, blah blah blah, and then during one of the events, my psyker had a meltdown and ripped open a hole to the warp and fucked the entire party, and so everybody was going to die and lose. And he just cowered it out and was like, oh fuck, everybody's gonna kill me. Like, I'm doomed even if we make it out of this, because I ripped open a hole to the warp and fucked this. So he just went into the warp, and he became the big bad for the next season that they did. They went into a new thing, and they were just like, yeah, and here's the bad guy. And it was like him all chaosed out. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. You party wiped, and your party wipe became the plot. Like, cool.
That's cool. That's good. That's a good way to do it.
Like, that's a good DM, but also, like, you know, fucking, where else are you gonna party wipe your people by summoning a demon swarm? Yeah, and I always see the humble bundles for the various different Warhammer stuff. They go on sale like every couple of months.
Yeah, they have a surprising amount of books that keep going.
They just released like a special edition of one of them physically. It was really nice looking.
Ooh, physical books. I need to take a look at Pathfinder 2nd edition books.
That's what we did previously when I tried to play tabletop stuff with Rachel and Nick. The DM was like doing like a modified Pathfinder module, and it was alright. Excuse me.
Yeah, because I only have like the core
interested in it.
rulebook.
It was frustrating.
I need to play
Sometimes
the
it just bounces off of people.
Oh.
I want to play the Pathfinder Owlcat games.
I wanna get this fucking Rathian weapon because poison on my sword. Mega demon drug.
Yup.
Just what a name, man.
Holy shit. Rathian armor almost looks normal.
I can't see it because of my protruding gut.
Big fan of the combat skirts, honestly.
Combat skirt. Time for you to hit the hang. Yeah, they, like Pasta said, they're gonna be going.
Yeah, good night, Shepard.
And I think like a 4.5 hour stream session is a fine place to end it. Don't need to go to like 4 in the morning playing Slay the Spire.
7 hours, 7 hour stream.
Listen, I could play Slay the Spire for 7 hours and probably get like 4 or 5 wins and make Neo have an aneurysm, but it's fine.
Neo's in bed, so we can't even do that.
True. Well, no, they'd wake up in the morning and be upset about it. I hate how like yellow my monitor is compared to the other monitor that I have. Like my main monitor is so dark and kind of yellow compared to my other ones, but like I don't know why. And anytime I try to change its brightness, it just gets fucked up and bad. It's disappointing now.
I had a monitor that was like that, but it was red. It like looking at it next to like another screen. Everything just seemed like a bit too red.
Everything's too desaturated. Like to go back to the like fucking Breaking Bad thing. It's like, yeah, my main monitor is like the fucking Mexico version. I'm looking at the other one. I'm like, it's so bright. Everything's so bright green, and so vibrant. Like the sky is so blue, and I'm like, it is not like that. I thought it was like afternoon in my game or something. Like, I gotta work on that. I guess that'll be my goal for tonight is fixing my brightness settings. Apparently.
Yes. Is your monitor still doing that thing where like only 1/3 of it is on?
It did that when it turned on today, and it gave me a heart attack, and then it went completely normal when it went to the boot screen.
Ah, okay.
So, I don't know. It seems to have fixed itself when I turned off G-Sync.
G-Sync.
Couldn't tell you why. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream. And fix my monitor.